Theo is not my child. Wait! Did the surrogate steal my child or the hospital made a mistake?
Kennedy, I've been calling you since. Why is your phone on silent?
I was bargaining. What happened?
Your wife is at the hospital.
Which hospital?
Stay in the room when the walls come down. Stay in a room when there's no solid ground. When the truth walks in and it changes the floor. Stay because that's what love is.
I didn't want to scare you.
You didn't scare me. I'm fine. How do you feel?
Kennedy, the doctor said, they said if we try again, the pregnancy could kill me. This is the 6th time my body has rejected it. 6 miscarriages in 3 years. They're now saying my uterus, I can't carry a baby to term, Ken. My body won't let me.
Sandra, we will figure this out.
How? How do we figure this out? Your mother calls me every Sunday asking when I'm giving her a grandchild. My own mother stopped asking because she thinks it's a curse.
Hey, look at me. You are not a curse. You are not broken, and we are not finished.
The doctor mentioned something before you came. She mentioned an option.
What option?
A surrogate.
Tell me everything she said.
The process is straightforward medically, Mr. Adeyemi. We retrieve Sandra's eggs, fertilize them with your sperm in the lab, and then implant the embryo into a surrogate carrier. A woman who agrees to carry the baby on your behalf. The child will be biologically yours and Sandra's. The surrogate is simply the vessel.
Simply the vessel. You make it sound clean.
It is clean if everyone involved is honest and aligned. That's the part that requires your attention, not the science, the people. How do we find the right person? There are registered agencies. I can refer you to one I trust, Covenant Assisted Fertility here in Victoria Island. They vet their candidates medically and psychologically. You'll meet the woman, you'll interview her, you'll sign agreements.
And legally, if she decides to keep the baby?
Nigerian surrogacy law is still developing, which is why the contract must be airtight. I strongly recommend a family lawyer before you sign anything.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I want to be a mother, Kennedy. I want to watch you be a father. I am sure.
Set up the referral.
Stay in the room when the papers lie. Stay in the room when you can't be.
We have 3 candidates who match your profile medically and emotionally. All 3 have been interviewed extensively, medically cleared, and psychologically evaluated. The first candidate, her name is Patricia, 29, from Port Harcourt. She's done this once before for another couple, no complications. The second, Rebecca, 31, Abuja, a mother of 2 children of her own. Very stable profile. And the third, Vivian, 27, Lagos, first time. But her evaluation scores are the highest we've seen in 2 years. Vivian?
You haven't even read it.
Vivian I choose. She looks kind.
Sandra, we're not choosing a friend.
We're choosing someone who will carry our child inside her body for 9 months, Kennedy. Kinness matters.
Fine. Set up the meeting with Vivian.
I practiced what to say in the car. I rehearsed it like an exam. Now I've forgotten all of it. That makes 2 of us.
Why are you doing this, Vivian? And I want the real answer, not the one Margaret coached you on.
My younger sister died 3 years ago. She had complications after her first delivery. The baby survived. She didn't. The hospital bill left her husband in debt for 2 years. I watched that family break because they couldn't afford the care. When I heard about surrogacy and the compensation, I'm not ashamed to say the money is part of it. But I also genuinely believe that if my body can carry a life that gives another woman what my sister never got to have, then it's worth doing. I'm sorry about your sister. Thank you.
You're not married? No partner who might complicate things?
No, I was briefly. It didn't work out. I'm alone right now, which actually makes this simpler, I think.
No feelings attached when the baby is delivered?
It's your child, Mr. Adeyemi. From your DNA and your wife's, I'll be carrying it. There's a difference between being a mother and being a carrier. I know which one I'll be.
What do you think?
I think she's the one.
I want everyone in this room to understand what they're agreeing to before anyone picks up a pen. This contract is binding. It stipulates that the biological child conceived and carried by Miss Vivian Chambers belongs legally and entirely to Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy Adeyemi. It stipulates that Miss Chambers will have no claim to the child before, during, or after birth. And you understand that once this child is born and handed to the Adeyemis, your legal and biological responsibility ends?
Yes, I understand.
Mr. Adeyemi, you understand that should Miss Chambers experience any medical complications during this process, the agreed medical expense clause kicks in immediately?
Understood.
Then let's sign.
Are you okay?
Back pain. The doctor says it's normal at this stage. It feels very abnormal.
Have you been using the support pillow Sandra bought?
Three of them. I'm basically building a fort every night. Can I ask you something, Mr. Adeyemi?
Kennedy is fine.
Kennedy, you've never really talked to me. In 6 months, Sandra talks. You just write checks and nod.
That's the arrangement.
I know, but there's a person inside me right now. Your person. Doesn't that make you feel anything?
It terrifies me. That's why I keep the distance.
He kicks a lot at night, around 11 p.m. Every night like clockwork, like he already has a schedule.
He?
That's why I call it when I'm alone. I know you asked her not to reveal the gender until delivery.
But to me, he kicks like a boy. Bold and inconsiderate.
Stay when the whole world is pulling apart. Stay for the toy cars lined up on the floor. Stay because that's what love is.
How long? They said anytime. You good? I don't know what I am, Danny. That means you're about to be a father. That feeling is correct.
Mr. Adeyemi, congratulations, you have a son.
Hey, that's my guy! That's my guy!
Stay in the
Meet your son.
Hey, little man. Thank you.
Take care of him.
when the truth walks in and changes the floor. Stay because that's what love is for. Stay in the room when the papers lie. Stay in the room.
Theo, come here! Your mother said bath time!
Kennedy, don't let him slip on.
You think this is a game?
Game!
Stay and watch how a family grows.
Oh, memory full. I think I need to clear some things off this phone. Wait, who sent me this message since 18 months ago?
Kennedy, I know you don't know me. My name is Raymond. Vivian and I were together before your arrangement. I need you to know the timeline doesn't add up. I was with her in the months
Before the embryo transfer. I know what I'm saying sounds insane. I'm not trying to destroy anything. I just think you deserve to know. Call me when you're ready.
God, what is this?
A child laughs distantly.
I want to start by saying, I did not come to you 18 months ago to break your family apart. I sent that message and then I panicked. I almost blocked your number so you couldn't call back.
But you didn't block it.
No, because I couldn't live with knowing and saying nothing. Tell me the timeline. Exactly.
Vivian and I were together for almost a year. We broke up badly. About 3 months before she registered with your agency, she said she needed money. I understood I wasn't in a position to help. We weren't talking at that point. But about 6 weeks into her being with the agency, before any procedure had happened, as far as I knew, we had one night. One. We were both emotional.
She said the agency hadn't done the transfer yet. What date? I kept the receipt. It sounds strange, but we went for drinks at Bogobiri. The date is there.
The transfer was 3 weeks after this date.
I know.
And I know that's close enough that, the chances might be low. The doctors would know better. But it's close enough that you deserve a test.
Why not? Because if the test comes back clear, if that boy is yours, I didn't want to blow up her life over nothing. But if it doesn't, you should know.
Don't contact me again until I contact you.
You want a paternity test without Sandra knowing.
For now.
Kennedy, I've been your family physician for 6 years. I need you to understand what you're asking me to help you navigate.
I need a simple cheek swab from Theo and me. That's all.
And if he comes back positive, if he's yours, what exactly changes?
Nothing. I go home and I never think about this again.
And if it comes back negative?
Then I find out what actually happened in my family and I deal with it.
And Sandra?
Sandra has been through enough. I'm not going to put her through suspicion and fear and waiting unless I have something real to show her.
I'll process the kit myself.
Results in 5 to 7 days. Kennedy, whatever that envelope says, you are that child's father. You know that, right? Biologically or not?
I know what I am to him. I need to know what he is to me. Theo is not my child. Wait! Did the surrogate steal my child or the hospital made a mistake?
Stay in the room when the walls come down.
Kennedy, you didn't sleep?
I slept a little.
You have that look.
What look?
The look you get when you're carrying something and you've decided you're going to carry it alone. You've had it for 3 days now, Kennedy.
Work stress. The Abuja contract is giving me headache.
Okay.
Stay in the room when you can't meet my eyes.
The site engineer in Lekki is asking about the revised. What happened? Nothing. You look like someone died. What happened? I said it's nothing. And I heard you and ignored it because you are my friend and you're clearly lying. So, what happened?
I got a paternity results.
And? Ken? He's not mine, Danny. The test is clear. I'm not his biological father. What do you mean he's not? But the clinic did the embryo transfer. How is... I know how it's supposed to work. Vivian was with someone else in the window before the procedure. His name is Raymond.
He messaged me 18 months ago. I never saw it until recently. He says the timing... Andy, wait. Either she lied about the timing, or she didn't know, or she knew and kept quiet. I don't know which one yet.
Then what are you going to do? I'm going to go and look Vivian Chambers in the eye. And I'm going to find out what she knew and when she knew it. And then I'll figure out the rest.
Mr. Adeyemi, it's been almost 2 years. Is everything all right with the child?
Theo is fine. I need Vivian's contact, the one you have on file.
I'm not sure I'm at liberty to share.
Margaret, I need her contact, please. This is important.
I'll send it. But Kennedy, is everything okay?
Thank you, Margaret.
You've reached Vivian. I can't take your call right now. Leave a message.
It's me. Call me back.
Dodo!
Yes, that's Dodo.
Dodo!
He's been saying that since I fried it. 40 minutes of Dodo commentary. Tunde called today. He and Blessing are having a naming ceremony next Saturday. They want us there.
What time?
Midday, at their place in Magodo. We'll go together, right? You don't have site visits?
I'll check. Probably fine.
Kennedy, you barely touched your food.
I'm not very hungry.
You said that yesterday too.
Sandra, I'm fine. I just have a lot on my mind.
Are we okay?
What?
You and me, us. Are we okay? Because for the past week, you've been somewhere else entirely.
We are okay. I promise you. I just need to sort something out. It's a work thing. It's almost done. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Dodo, okay!
Hello?
Vivian. It's Kennedy Adeyemi.
Kennedy,
We need to talk.
how did you get this number?
That doesn't matter. I need to see you, face to face. Tell me where you are.
Is Theo okay?
Theo is fine. This is about you and me.
You found out.
I'm coming to Port Harcourt, Saturday. Text me the address.
Kennedy, please, let me explain.
Saturday, Vivian. Be there.
Stay.
Welcome.
Vivian, who is this boy?
His name is Samuel. He's mine. How old? 18 months.
Vivian, what did you do? Tell me everything from the beginning. And I want the truth this time, not the version that makes you look best. The actual truth.
Raymond and I broke up 5 months before I registered with the agency. That part was true. What I didn't tell the agency, what I didn't tell anyone, was that we had one night together, 6 weeks after I registered. The agency had done all the medical preparation. The transfer was scheduled for 3 weeks after that night.
Did you know you might be pregnant when you went in for the transfer?
I didn't know, not for certain. I was late my cycle, but I'd been stressed and late before. I told myself it was stress. I convinced myself it was stress. I wanted it to be stress.
Because you needed the money.
Yes.
So you went in for the transfer anyway, knowing there was a chance.
I didn't know. I need you to understand that, Kennedy. I did not know. I found out I was pregnant after the procedure. By then, the agency said the transfer had been successful. I didn't know which pregnancy was which.
You didn't know which... Vivian, what are you saying to me right now?
I'm saying I was carrying 2 embryos. Twins can result from...
I know how IVF works. I know how it works. Keep talking.
The doctors confirmed twins at 8 weeks. 2 embryos had implanted. The agency was told. You were told, Sandra told you, don't you remember?
Sandra told me twins were a risk. She said the doctors were monitoring. Then at 12 weeks, they said...
One didn't survive. At 1 embryo stopped developing. The doctors were not surprised. It's common in IVF. They called it a vanishing twin. I never told them there might be a natural conception in the mix. I prayed every night that the one who survived was yours. I told myself it had to be yours because the other one was already gone.
But Theo survived.
Yes. And Samuel, 3 months after I delivered Theo and handed him to you and Sandra, I found out I was still pregnant. The other embryo, Raymond's, it hadn't vanished.
What? How is that possible?
It had just been hiding behind the other in the scans. 11 weeks. The doctors were shocked. I was shocked. It happens. It's rare, but it happens. They call it superfetation.
So you gave me Raymond's child and kept mine.
Yes.
Did you know when you handed Theo to Sandra, when you looked me in the eye and said, take care of him, did you already know?
No. I found out 3 months later. I promise you, Kennedy, on my sister's grave, I did not know when I handed him to you.
But when you found out, you said nothing.
I didn't know what to say. You'd already named him. Sandra was already his mother. And I thought if I came forward, you'd take Samuel from me. You'd say both boys belong to your agreement and I'd lose the only thing I had left.
So instead you ran. And you've been hiding in Port Harcourt, raising my biological son while I've been in Lagos raising...
Kennedy, I'm sorry. I know that doesn't...
Don't apologize yet. Just give me a minute. What does he know about who his father is?
He's 18 months, Kennedy. He doesn't know anything yet.
And Raymond?
Raymond knows about Samuel. He sends money sometimes. He visits once in a while. He hasn't pushed for more than that.
Does he know about Theo?
He knows about the paternity test he prompted you to take. He doesn't know the results yet.
I need you to understand something. Whatever happens next, whatever legal conversations need to happen, whatever truth needs to come out, I will not let it destroy 2 innocent boys in the process.
You understand me? Theo and Samuel are the only people in this story who did nothing wrong. They stay protected.
I understand.
Good, because we're going to need to figure out what to tell my beloved wife. I'm going and I'm going to contact you. And please don't run away or disappear. Just do the right thing now.
I won't.
Can I see him before I go?
Okay.
Hey, big man.
Hi.
What are you eating?
Biscuit.
Is it nice?
Yes.
Good. You eat your biscuit.
Stay in the room when the walls...
So she has your biological son, Samuel. And you have Theo. Who is Raymond's? Kennedy, I've known you since university. I've seen you lose a business deal that took 3 years to build. And you have Theo. Who is Raymond's? How are you feeling?
I love Theo. That hasn't changed. Whatever that test says, that boy is mine in every way that matters to my heart. But Danny, there's a boy in Port Harcourt who has my blood. Who has my jaw? Who looked me in the face and offered me his biscuit? And I drove away from him. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. What do you want to do with it?
I want to fix it. All of it. I want Theo to be mine, and I want Samuel to be mine, and I want my wife to be okay, and I want none of this to have happened. I want something that is impossible. Maybe not all of it, but maybe some of it is.
How, Danny? Tell me how.
You said it yourself in that room. 2 innocent boys. Everything else, the truth, the conversations, the pain, all of that can be survived. My wife is going to be devastated.
Yes.
She loves Theo like life itself.
Yes. And that love doesn't have to end, Kennedy. Theo is still her son. That doesn't change.
How do I tell her? You tell her the truth, the whole truth. And you hold her hand while she feels it. And you don't let go. I love you, kid. That's not changing, you're my son.
You're back. Everything okay in PH?
Sandra,
Kennedy, what's wrong?
I need to talk to you tomorrow. Not tonight. Tonight you should sleep. But tomorrow when Theo is at my mother's.
I need to sit with you and tell you something important.
How bad is it?
It's complicated, and it's going to hurt. And I'm going to need you to hear all of it before you react. Can you do that?
Kennedy Adeyemi, I've sat in hospital rooms with you. I've buried 6 pregnancies with you. I've been afraid with you, and I've rebuilt with you. Whatever it is, tell me.
Tomorrow, I promise. Tomorrow, everything.
Stay because that's what love is for. Stay in the room when the papers lie. Stay in the room when you can't beat my eyes. When the blood don't match with the
Grandma is here to pick you.
Grandma!
Yes, let's go.
Grandma and Theo just left.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Sandra.
The night Theo was born, when the nurse came out and said, when she said you have a son and I watch your face, I've never seen you look like that before or since.
I remember.
Like every hard thing you'd ever carry just left you in 1 second. 2 years, Kennedy. I have been his mother for 2 years.
You are still his mother.
Is Theo still my son?
Yes, Sandra, yes. Biologically, he's not mine, but he's ours. He has our name. We raised him. That doesn't end.
Biologically, he's not yours, which means biologically he's not mine either, which means
nothing about the 2 years. Nothing about who he is to us. Nothing.
Kennedy, it means everything about the contract. We paid for a procedure, a specific procedure. And what we got was something else entirely. That woman stood in front of a lawyer and signed her name and she knew there was a risk.
She says she didn't know.
She says she didn't know. She also says she found out 3 months after the delivery and said nothing. She ran to Port Harcourt and stayed quiet for 18 months.
Look at me. I know all of it. Everything you're feeling right now.
But we cannot let this become something that hurts Theo. That boy did nothing. He woke up this morning and called you mummy and ran to his grandmother and he has no idea any of this exists.
But I know I cannot pretend I didn't drive to Port Harcourt and look at a child with my jaw on my brow and walk away forever. I can't do that, Sandra. I won't pretend I can.
So what are you telling me? What do you want?
I want to do this right. I want a lawyer. I want the facts on the table legally. I want Theo protected. I want our biological son.
Our son? What does that make Theo? You went to Port Harcourt without telling me.
I needed to know what we were dealing with before...
Before what? Before you decided what information I was allowed to have?
That's not...
You did a paternity test without telling me. You met Raymond without telling me. You drove to Port Harcourt and sat in that woman's living room and looked at another child without telling me. At what point, Kennedy, was I going to be included in my own family's crisis?
I was trying to protect you.
I am not a patient. I am your wife. You don't protect me by removing me from my own life. You protect me by standing in it with me. That is what I signed up for.
You're right. I should have told you when I got Raymond's message.
Yes, you should have.
I panicked. I needed to know if it was even real before I couldn't bring you something that might be nothing.
But it wasn't nothing.
No, it wasn't nothing.
But Kennedy, we need to fix this properly. All of it, legally, personally, everything. And I need to be in every room when it happens. Every single room. You don't go anywhere without me from here. Agreed?
We call Barrister Felix.
Today.
And we call Vivian. She comes to Lagos. She sits in front of me and she tells me to my face what she told you.
And if she won't come?
Then we go to Port Harcourt together.
I need to make sure I have the full picture. The embryo transfer was successful, but simultaneously, possibly due to superfetation, a rare but documented phenomenon, Vivian was also carrying a naturally
Conceived pregnancy from a prior relationship. 2 pregnancies overlapped. One was declared a vanishing twin at 12 weeks. That child, we now believe, was the naturally conceived one, Raymond's. The surviving child, Theo, is also naturally conceived and belongs genetically to Raymond.
Yes.
And the IVF embryo your biological child survived in a hidden position, was not detected in scans until after delivery, and was subsequently born as Vivian's personal child, currently known as Samuel.
Yes.
Medically, I've never handled a case quite like this. Legally, the contract you signed covers the embryo transfer procedure. The child resulting from that procedure was intended to be genetically yours and Sandra's, carried by Vivian as surrogate. In law, intent matters enormously. The argument could be made that Samuel, as the child who resulted from your biological material, is legally the child the contract was referring to, regardless of which body he emerged from or when.
What does that mean in practice?
It means, Mrs. Adeyemi, that you may have a legal claim to Samuel. The embryo that became Samuel was created from your eggs and Kennedy's sperm. That is your biological child. Vivian carried him, but not under any formal surrogate agreement for that particular pregnancy. She carried him without disclosure. And Theo? Theo is a more delicate matter. He is genetically Raymond's child. He is not covered by the original surrogate agreement in any biological sense. However, and I want you both to hear this carefully, you have raised him as your legal child for 2 years. His birth certificate, his name, his registered identity is Adeyemi. In Nigerian family law, the concept of the best interests of the child is paramount. Any court, any judge worth the robe will look at Theo and see a 2-year-old boy whose entire world is in this house. That counts for a great deal.
So we could lose him.
Not easily, not quickly, and not without a fight, which, knowing Kennedy Adeyemi, I suspect will be considerable. What I need to know from both of you, and I need honest answers, not emotional ones, is what outcome you want. Because the options range from a quiet, private arrangement between all parties, to full legal proceedings, to somewhere in the middle.
The path you choose determines everything that follows.
We want both boys. I know how that sounds, I know the complications, but Theo is our son and Samuel is our biological child. And we are not choosing between them. So whatever the law needs to do to make that possible, find a way.
Right, then we start by summoning Vivian. Miss Chambers, this is not a court of law. No one is under oath. But everything said in this room will be recorded with the consent of all parties and may be used in subsequent proceedings if required.
Understood, Barrister Felix.
The purpose of today is to establish a clear factual account and to explore whether a resolution can be reached without litigation. Are all parties agreed?
Miss Chambers, tell us in your own words what happened.
I've already told Kennedy most of this, but I want Sandra to hear it from me directly. I owe you that at minimum.
Raymond and I were together before I registered. We broke up badly. About 6 weeks after I registered with the agency before the transfer, we had one night. I knew it was a mistake the moment it happened. I told myself it would amount to nothing. When my cycle was late, I convinced myself it was the hormonal treatments from the IVF preparation. I went into the transfer. That was wrong. I know that was wrong. You know that was wrong. Yes. And yet you did it. And yet I did it. I'm not going to ask you to understand why. I needed the money. I was afraid of what would happen if I disclosed it and was dropped from the program. My brother's school fees. My aunt's medical bills. I had real obligations and real people depending on that income. That doesn't make it right. But it's the truth.
When did you know something was wrong with the pregnancy?
8 weeks in. The scan showed twins. The agency was told you were told that twins were a possibility in IVF. I told myself the 2 embryos were both yours, that my own natural pregnancy hadn't taken.
But at 12 weeks, when they said 1 twin vanished,
I thought it was over. I thought whichever of the 2 was Raymond's had gone. And the surviving baby was yours. That was what I believed going into the delivery. 3 months after I handed Theo to you, the symptoms came back. I went to a private clinic, alone, and they told me I was still pregnant, 11 weeks, hidden behind where the other had been in the scans. I sat in that clinic by myself and I cried for 2 hours. And you didn't call us. I didn't know what to do. You didn't know what to... You had my biological child inside. You had the child made from my body and my husband's body, the child we built in a laboratory because my own body couldn't, and you didn't call us. I'm sorry, Sandra. I know that's not enough. I know it doesn't fix... No, it doesn't fix anything. But I need to ask you something, and I need the truth. Do you love Samuel? He is everything I have.
Then you understand exactly what you did to me.
Yes, I understand.
Both families want what is best for their respective children. The Adeyemis are making clear they consider both Theo and Samuel to be their children, and they are not wrong to make that claim.
Miss Chambers, your position on Samuel? Legally or emotionally?
My client acknowledges the biological reality. Samuel was conceived from the Adeyemi embryo. However, he has been raised exclusively by Miss Chambers for 18 months. She's his primary and sole caregiver. Any arrangement going forward must center Samuel's well-being and his existing bond with his mother.
What Sandra and I want is a formal, legal, transparent arrangement. Co-parenting. Samuel knows us, knows Sandra, knows Theo eventually, and Theo stays with us, full stop.
No discussion. We are his parents. We have been his parents. We will continue to be his parents. Raymond has biological claim to Theo.
Raymond has been what exactly to Theo? Has he held him, named him, sat up with him through fever? Has Raymond spent one night wondering if he's being a good enough father to that boy?
I have a question for Vivian, a personal one, not legal. If the situation were reversed, if you had raised Theo for 2 years, loved him, built your life around him, what would you want me to say to you?
I would want you to say that the law doesn't determine love, and that the child's happiness matters more than anyone's pride. And I would want you to let me keep him.
Then we want the same things. For both boys, draft a co-parenting agreement, all parties, both children, transparent, legal, and centered on those 2 boys. Can that be done?
It can be done. It will take time and careful drafting. And there is still the matter of Raymond. I'll deal with Raymond.
I heard the meeting went ahead. It did. And how is everything? I'm going to be straightforward with you, Raymond. Not aggressive, straightforward. Man to man. Okay.
Theo is in my house. He has my name. He calls me daddy and he means it. He is 2 years old and his world is stable and good, and I will do whatever is necessary, legally, financially, every way to keep it that way.
I'm not trying to... Let me finish. You sent me that message because you thought I deserved the truth. I'm going to assume that came from a decent place.
That's the only reason I'm talking to you right now instead of through lawyers. I want you to tell me honestly, do you want to be Theo's father?
I've thought about it since I sent that message. The honest answer is, I don't know that boy. I've never held him. I don't know what he sounds like when he laughs, or what he's afraid of, or what his favorite thing to eat is. You know all of that.
I do. I'm not a monster, Kennedy. I know what walking into that child's life and disrupting it would do to him. I'm not that person.
What do you want then?
Honestly, I want to know he's okay. I want to know he's loved. I want maybe one day when he's older and he can understand, the option to be known to him, not as his father, just as someone who exists in his story.
I can work with that in time, but not now. He's 2. He doesn't need complexity at 2.
I understand.
And Samuel?
Samuel is mine, biologically. And I've been doing what I can. I send money, I visit.
But I'm realistic about what my role is going to look like if the Adeyemis are involved. Are you going to be in his life? Yes. Then the 3 of us are going to have to figure out how to be adults about it. For his sake.
You're not what I expected.
You're not exactly what I expected either. Don't disappear. Whatever arrangement the lawyers draw up, show up for it. Samuel deserves a father who shows up. So does Theo.
I keep waiting to feel more angry than I do. With Vivian, with the situation, with everything.
And?
And the honest thing is, when I look at Theo sleeping, I don't feel robbed. I feel exactly what I've always felt. That he's mine. That nothing about the last 2 years was a lie. It was just built on a foundation nobody knew was cracked.
The love wasn't cracked.
No. But Kennedy Samuel, when you were in Port Harcourt, when you saw him, what did you feel?
Like I was looking at something that belonged to me, that had been left out in the weather without shelter. Like something in me recognized him before my brain caught up.
I want to meet him.
I know.
I want to hold the child that came from my eggs, Kennedy.
I want to look at him. And I want Theo to eventually know he has a brother. Not now, not yet, but eventually.
You're handling this better than I would have.
I'm not handling it. I'm just moving through it. There's a difference. Some nights I lie awake and I'm furious and I'm devastated and I want to scream at somebody.
But in the morning, Theo wakes up and he runs down the stairs and he's just himself, this happy, ridiculous, biscuit-stealing person. And I think, okay, one more day. Keep going. One more day.
One more day.
Together. Every room, remember?
Every room.
Stay Stay in a room when the
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Truck.
Is that your truck?
Come here, my little boy. Mommy and Daddy loves you so much. Sorry we didn't get to know you on time.
I'll be direct. This court does not enjoy lengthy preambles when families are waiting for answers. Miss Chambers, Vivian, you breached your contract. You withheld information that was material, consequential, and legally required. That is established. I'm not going to ask you to explain it again. I've read your statement and I've heard Mr. Cole. Regarding the minor Theo Kennedy Adeyemi, aged 2 years. This court finds that the established parent-child relationship between Theo and Kennedy and Sandra Adeyemi represents a bond of primary. The child's entire developmental experience, his identity, his attachments, his sense of security and belonging resides within the Adeyemi family. Theo Adeyemi remains the legal son of Kennedy and Sandra Adeyemi. Full parental rights are confirmed and protected. No access or custody claim by any third party is recognized by this court at this time. Regarding the minor Samuel Chambers, aged 19 months. This court recognizes the biological parentage of Kennedy and Sandra Adeyemi as established by genetic evidence. Kennedy and Sandra Adeyemi are hereby legally recognized as Samuel's biological parents with full parental standing before this court. However, and I want every party to hear this carefully, biological parentage does not automatically determine living arrangements, primary custody, or daily care responsibilities. This court is not separating Samuel from his primary caregiver. Vivian Chambers has been Samuel's sole parent for 19 months. That bond is real, established, and protected. What this court is ordering is a formal shared parenting arrangement. This arrangement will recognize Vivian Chambers as Samuel's primary residential parent, while establishing regular and meaningful access for Kennedy and Sandra Adeyemi. It will further recognize Raymond King's paternal role in Samuel's life in a defined and structured capacity. All arrangements will be reviewed annually until Samuel reaches school age, at which point a further determination will be made based on his needs at that time. I want to say one more thing, not as a legal determination, but as an observation from 19 years on this bench. Children are not the casualties of adult mistakes. They are the reason adult mistakes must be corrected. Every person in this room today made decisions, some good, some wrong, some somewhere between the two. What matters now is what you build from here. Make choices worth explaining. Court is adjourned. Come to Lagos in 2 weeks. Bring Samuel. Theo has a birthday party in the garden. Nothing big, family, a bouncy castle, too much jollof. Bring Samuel and let those two boys run around together. And we'll start there.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally.
Finally.